In this episode of the DD Apprentice, where we come together at our business boot camp teaching CEOs and master leaders how to actually go scale, we've found that a lot of people struggle with recruiting. So in this episode, we're gonna go over how do you get your team to recruit. There's one thing about me internally posting Indeed ads, but I don't wanna use that anymore. I wanna take my sales team of 10 and get them to 20 or 30 reps in the next 90 days. I want them to come up with a plan to get their team recruiting, how to incentivize it, what's the cadence, where do I find people, and I wanna see what these guys come up with.
All right, guys, my name is Ricky. Obviously, I'm the regional manager here at Extreme Solar. So I have been tasked with getting our company to $20 million in revenue this year. We're not gonna be able to do that with 10 reps. We need 30 reps on our team to do that. Our CEO has asked me to help recruit the team and get us to 30 reps within the next 90 days. I think we can do it within the next 30 with our strategy. So what we've done is we've partnered up, and a big part of this, guys, is hiring the right people. We don't wanna just go to Indeed. We don't want to just go to ZipRecruiter. We want to bring in people that are like-minded, that are going to build our culture the way that we want to build it. You guys already know what we're trying to build here. So what we've done is we have created the best hiring referral process you've probably ever seen. And within the next 10 minutes, this is going to be probably the most, or next 5 minutes, this is going to be the most lucrative recruiting opportunity you may ever have at our company. So what we've done is we've created this app to make it super easy for each of our existing sales reps to be able to introduce other contacts in your network that you think would do really well at this job. So in a minute, I'll have everybody download this app, but right here, if you come in and you just select employee, then you're gonna tap on sign up. And then you're gonna come into this app, and the app is gonna sync with contacts in your phone. So most of you probably have 1,000 contacts in your phone, right? I guarantee you, if you scan through your contacts, you're gonna be able to identify 10 people right now that would be a good culture fit to come and sell for Extreme Solar, right? So you're gonna tap on text message intro, it's gonna sync with the contacts in your phone. So right now, I can see one already. Aaron Brenneman, he needs to come work for Extreme. He's currently in a job that he doesn't like. He needs to come be a part of what we're doing. So as soon as you tap on start message here, it's gonna open up a pre-written introduction where you're going to be introducing your buddy Aaron to me, our regional manager, okay? Every single person you introduce over the next day through this app, we're gonna pay you 20 bucks. So if you were to send 10 of these introductions in the next 20, 30 minutes, you're gonna get 200 bucks just for sending it. In addition to that, we're gonna give you a 5% override for the first 3 months on any of the people you've introduced, okay? So as soon as you tap send there, it's gonna automatically send off that introduction. I'll get that in my inbox, I'll respond. I'll try and set up a time, and then I'll help you with that recruiting process. Then if you come back into the app, you'll notice, okay, it's gonna gamify this, only 4 more to get to 100 bucks, right? We're gonna make it fun for you. It'll take you right back into your contacts, and you can track all of your referrals directly through this app. So, yeah, any questions on that? Pretty simple, right? Do you guys feel like there are people in your contacts that would be interested in working with us? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just about going through and identifying those people. So that's it.
Let's give it up. Wow.
I'm going first. All right, I gave you a 9. The reason I docked you is I couldn't see your app.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
standing right in front of me, and I couldn't see anything. So I had no idea what it looks like, all right? Love the idea, but I couldn't see shit. So
Cool.
That was like, no, I love the fact, we all have in our own network, right, people that we haven't thought about in years in our contact list, right? So I love the fact you can scroll through that content. Oh, yeah, I knocked doors with that guy 5 years ago, 10 years ago. What's he up to? Let's send him a message. So I love that. I love the use of technology. The override piece that you put in there, for the rep, trackable. They can see their bonus that they're going to get, their override. They can track and see it. I love how you made a whole app in like 20 minutes. That was really impressive. You built a whole app in like 20 minutes. That was phenomenal. But no, overall, loved it. Like I said, docking you because I couldn't see anything. Cool.
Okay. All right, a lot of questions here. Things I liked. I love the implementation of technology. I think a couple of things I probably would have docked you on is here you are talking to your people, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, what do you guys think? Would that be cool? So I'd be like, this is freaking sweet. Look at this. Let's do it right now.
Yeah.
So a little bit more confidence. I probably would have loved a little bit more confidence.
If I wasn't the lunch sponsor, I would have been way more.
Okay. And then the setup time, I think you answered my question on like the app. Okay, the app's already been pre-built. If you're trying to start from scratch, probably a bad idea, right? A lot of money going into app development and whatnot. Is it easy to use? Look pretty easy. Would it work? The question that I have is getting that text, is that better than getting a phone call from your friend initially to say, hey, you're gonna be getting a text? The other thing I didn't like was you said, hey, I'll try to set up a time. If you send them, I'm gonna try to get a hold of them. It would have been like, you send it to me, I'm closing them, send them. You know, I'd be a little bit more confident there from a manager perspective. I think it's pretty realistic. I think it sounds phenomenal. The app sounds great. I gave you a 8.3.
Okay, so awesome. Let me point out some goods. $20 quick hit. Did everybody catch that? People are gonna go lights out giving $20 quick hits over. I'll pay you a 5% override, which they're gonna do a combo. But like, when somebody gets a $30 commission on a guy for the rest of their life, there's no motivation because they might not even see the deal go in for 90 days, right? But if they can see money coming in right now, they'll do that for life. Same thing with customer referrals. You give $100 now for every person you make an intro to, not $500 when they install. Does that make sense? Because they like forget about it. You need something right in front of their face. So I like how he did also the 90 days I'll pay you an overhead on this guy, not for eternity. Because what you don't want is Lewis, your first year rep, him being like, I make money on the top guy for the rest of my life, and I do nothing for it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, I'll never quit this company. I get a $1,000 check every week because of Tommy, my cousin. But I suck. You know what I mean? Like that happens. And you're just like, I don't want to pay you. And he's over here like, Tommy makes $1,000 on me every week? What the hell? He's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? He doesn't do shit. He's like, I recruited this guy. Like, you just don't want that. Like, so I like how he gave a 90-day timeline. Because what you're not doing is creating managers by getting them to recruit. You're just incentivizing them quickly. And I think you could probably even get away with just the $20 half the time. So I'm serious. Like,
Yeah, that's what I
so
was pointing at too.
The other piece though that I docked you on was, another piece. Did you notice how he put a group message? Why? Because these guys aren't recruiters. He's the recruiter. Does that make sense? He's over here like, I'm recruiting my friends, yeah. And then they're like, well, what about this? What about this? They're like, I don't know that far. It's like, I just worked here. I just got $20. Yeah, like I got $20. Like, you don't know shit, right? But the same thing with your customers. Does that make sense? So the same thing with your customers. They're like, I don't know how to sell somebody solar. Like, I don't know how to like pitch them. Just be like, I'm the expert of this shit. Let me do my job so you make money and I'll get, like, we'll make this easy. So I like how he simplified it with the group messaging, and I love how the app, did you guys notice how the app automated, and he already had a pre-templated thing. Because most of the customers want to see a pre-templated thing, like just here it is, it's really easy, there you go. Rep, same thing, here you go. There's no thinking involved, I love that. The part that I docked you is he was very, he's like, hey guys, we're gonna do this thing, you're gonna make 20 bucks, and he's like, we're gonna track it, it's gonna show you how much money you made. The piece that he's missing is we're gonna play a game right now. The first person right now to send 30 gets this $50 gift card on top of, ready, on your mark, who can get to 20 fastest? On your mark, get set, go. Does that make sense? Like everyone's doing it simultaneously, and I'm like walking around the room and I'm like, all right, oh, you're at 15, he's at 15, who's got more than 15, who's got more than 15? He's at 4, dude, you're at 4, bro, get sending. And guess what happens? That urgency of making it happen right now in a gamification element of like the dopamine game that I want to play with you right now. Does that make sense? And all of a sudden I'll get 1,000 text messages out of you guys right now. So watch what we do in Recruiting Summit. I'll play that game with all 200 attendees and I'll recruit probably 200 to 300 people by the time the event's over. And people are like, how do I find recruits? I'm like, they're sitting in your phone. And I force them all. They're like, I'll do this when I get home. I'll do this later. I'm like, no, you're going to show me your damn phone that you sent 20 messages and I'll gamify the shit out of it. And the guys that have been doing this game forever and they're like, come home and they're like, damn, I freaking never thought Tommy would come and work here, but sent another message and happened to get a recruit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, lo and behold. And I've done this every year, and people are shocked at how many people I pull. Does that make sense? Cool. So I just want to show that little iteration of like making it a game, and then I do it every new hire boot camp. So think, I got 10 new guys starting on Wednesday. Day 2, like you guys had number 2. Day 2, we're gonna play this game. And they're brand new, they're not even like sold yet. They're like day 2 of the boot camp training. Why do I like to do the game with them? They're not getting their face kicked in yet. They're stoked on this new pipe dream. They might quit in 4 days, but their cousin Steve ended up being your top rep. I just extracted your 50 contacts, got Steve on board, but you never made it more than 4 days.
And I actually didn't add it, but you can actually add a countdown timer in the app. So it's like you could do it for an hour, right? Or 30 minutes and say you got 30 minutes, go.
Prizes and hey, if you can get it before this time, you get a TV.
Yeah.
How sick is that for your customer? Anyway, so
Cheap, but everybody thinks,
total, this is a close battle.